So there's a balance. If you just continue to put the price up year after year after year, you're damaging the economy, you're creating problems with affordability of electricity. It means less investment, less people cutting back, less usage of electricity, less sales, and your costs, of course, are rising. So you get into this downward spiral, of decreasing sales and rising costs, forcing you to put up your price some more, which results in more downward sales. So we have to break out of this. So I'm concerned that if the strategy is simply to put up the price, you are perpetuating this downward spiral. And that's what we need to break out of. I think they need to look at funding other than just the tariff. And that's the point I made in my submission to NERSA, that there are other options that were not explored by eskom in their price application.
Selling off part of their business.
Well, there are so many options, at a financial level, including a sale of non-core assets.
Okay. What does that include?
Well, it could include selling off of an organization like Rotec, okay, a maintenance company, which is not necessarily core to their generation business. It's a service to their business. But there could be other, for example, aircraft and other assets, property assets, their book, the home loan book. There's a number of assets which can be considered as non-core, which they could sell off. There are also core assets they could sell off. For example, old power stations. They could be sold to IPPs to enable them to fund the new power stations. There are the possibility of taking on a strategic equity partner or partners. There's the option of what I like to call increased public participation in the business of eskom. It's referred sometimes by politicians like Gwedi Mantashe as the Chinese option. But what it really is a partial privatization along the Chinese model of maybe perhaps 30% to be listed on a stock exchange. Nothing different to what Telkom has done, to what ISCO has done, to what Sasol has done. Nothing unusual about these things. Government doesn't have to give up control of eskom, but it could allow increased public participation through a listing on a stock exchange. And there could be combinations of all of these things. So it's not a case of one or the other, but maybe combinations of these things. And these are alternative financing options than simply to raise the tariff.
Chris, eskom probably sees you as highly critical. South Africans probably see you as highly realistic. Do you have any positive messages of where you've seen eskom come from to where it's now?
What I can say in a positive light is there are so many things, both at a financial level and at an operational level, that we're not doing, that we could be doing, that we should be doing. And that gives me a lot of hope. Because if we were doing all the right things and we had these problems, then I would really be worried. But there is so much that we can do and that we should do that I believe if we do the right thing, we can get out of this situation. We can turn it around, but we have to do the right thing for a long time. There is no quick fix. And people who think that this is going to be over in 6 months, I think are dreaming. We need to do the right thing for a long time.